The Mystery of Cappadocia, Secrets of the Derinkuyu Underground City. Are you ready to embark on a fascinating journey into the deep secrets of Cappadocia's underground world? The Derinkuyu Underground City, a hidden treasure of civilizations for thousands of years, unveils humanity's mysterious past and incredible engineering achievements. Imagine a massive labyrinth spread over 18 floors, 85 meters beneath the ground. Not just a shelter built to protect from wars, natural disasters, or persecution, but also a sustainable living space. This magnificent structure, bearing traces of different civilizations from the Hittites to Byzantium, sheds new light on the dusty pages of history. In this documentary, we will unveil the veil of Derinkuyu's secrets, starting from its discovery story, and explore when and by which ancient civilizations it was built. By examining its unique architectural features and engineering marvels, we will witness how humanity built incredible structures throughout history. By discovering Derinkuyu's religious and cultural significance, we will understand the social and spiritual aspects of life sustained underground. Moreover, we will discuss the findings revealed by archaeological research and the mysteries that remain unsolved. We will trace conspiracy theories and legends ranging from alien theories to lost civilizations. For those who wish to visit Derinkuyu, we will share tourist recommendations and important information. Finally, by deeply examining Derinkuyu's place in human history and the story it tells us, we will try to understand the legacy it leaves for the future. If you're ready, let's dive together into the mysterious underground world that transcends time and space. Perhaps this journey will forever change our perspective on human history and ourselves. Don't forget to like our video, subscribe to support the channel, and turn on notifications to be informed about new videos. Cappadocia is known for its fairy chimneys, balloons gliding in the sky, and enchanting landscapes. However, the real mystery is hidden deep underground. Discovered during an ordinary renovation in 1963, the Derinkuyu Underground City is one of the greatest secrets of human history. Shaped millions of years ago by volcanic eruptions, Cappadocia revealed its fairy chimneys through tough rocks eroded by wind and water. But the magic of the region is not only on the surface. Underground, there are massive cities that have hosted many civilizations from the Hittites to Byzantium. So, why did these people go underground? The Hittites established cities in this strategic region to control trade routes. The Phrygians mastered rock carving, inscribing the stories of King Midas on the rocks. The Persians left traces of Zoroastrianism in temples. During the Roman and Byzantine periods, Christians took refuge in underground cities to escape persecution, creating an important heritage of Christian history with churches and monasteries carved into the rocks. Cappadocia's underground cities were not just shelters but living spaces. Invasions and wars were the greatest threats. Giant stone doors and narrow tunnels offered structures that strengthened defense. Additionally, they provided a sheltered refuge from natural disasters like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Derinkuyu and other underground cities were equipped with advanced ventilation systems and water wells. This offered sustainable living underground. For Christians, these cities were both places of worship and protection. Derinkuyu, with its 18-floor depth, had the capacity to accommodate tens of thousands of people. Tunnels stretching kilometers provided intercity communication and escape in times of danger. Derinkuyu is a symbol of humanity's ability to adapt to difficult conditions. For thousands of years, it was a shelter and home to people. The Mystery of Cappadocia, Secrets of the Derinkuyu Underground City. Are you ready to embark on a fascinating journey into the deep secrets of Cappadocia's underground world? The Derinkuyu Underground City, a hidden treasure of civilizations for thousands of years, unveils humanity's mysterious past and incredible engineering achievements. Imagine a massive labyrinth spread over 18 floors, 85 meters beneath the ground. Not just a shelter built to protect from wars, natural disasters, or persecution, but also a sustainable living space. This magnificent structure, bearing traces of different civilizations from the Hittites to Byzantium, sheds new light on the dusty pages of history. In this documentary, we will unveil the veil of Derinkuyu's secrets, starting from its discovery story, and explore when and by which ancient civilizations it was built. By examining its unique architectural features and engineering marvels, we will witness how humanity built incredible structures throughout history. By discovering Derinkuyu's religious and cultural significance, we will understand the social and spiritual aspects of life sustained underground. Moreover, we will discuss the findings revealed by archaeological research and the mysteries that remain unsolved. We will trace conspiracy theories and legends ranging from alien theories to lost civilizations. For those who wish to visit Derinkuyu, we will share tourist recommendations and important information. Finally, by deeply examining Derinkuyu's place in human history and the story it tells us, we will try to understand the legacy it leaves for the future. If you're ready, let's dive together into the mysterious underground world that transcends time and space. Perhaps this journey will forever change our perspective on human history and ourselves. Don't forget to like our video, subscribe to support the channel, and turn on notifications to be informed about new videos. Cappadocia is known for its fairy chimneys, balloons gliding in the sky, and enchanting landscapes. However, the real mystery is hidden deep underground. Discovered during an ordinary renovation in 1963, the Derinkuyu Underground City is one of the greatest secrets of human history. Shaped millions of years ago by volcanic eruptions, Cappadocia revealed its fairy chimneys through tough rocks eroded by wind and water. But the magic of the region is not only on the surface. Underground, there are massive cities that have hosted many civilizations from the Hittites to Byzantium. So, why did these people go underground? The Hittites established cities in this strategic region to control trade routes. The Phrygians mastered rock carving, inscribing the stories of King Midas on the rocks. The Persians left traces of Zoroastrianism in temples. During the Roman and Byzantine periods, Christians took refuge in underground cities to escape persecution, creating an important heritage of Christian history with churches and monasteries carved into the rocks. Cappadocia's underground cities were not just shelters but living spaces. Invasions and wars were the greatest threats. Giant stone doors and narrow tunnels offered structures that strengthened defense. Additionally, they provided a sheltered refuge from natural disasters like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Derinkuyu and other underground cities were equipped with advanced ventilation systems and water wells. This offered sustainable living underground. For Christians, these cities were both places of worship and protection. Derinkuyu, with its 18-floor depth, had the capacity to accommodate tens of thousands of people. Tunnels stretching kilometers provided intercity communication and escape in times of danger. Derinkuyu is a symbol of humanity's ability to adapt to difficult conditions. For thousands of years, it was a shelter and home to people. The history of Derinkuyu: who built it, and when? Ancient civilizations and Derinkuyu. Derinkuyu is one of the mysteries of the ancient world. It is not known for certain who built it. According to some theories, the oldest sections may have been constructed by the Hittites. The discovery of Hittite seals supports this theory. The Phrygians may also have played a role in the construction of this city. It is thought that they expanded Derinkuyu in the 8th century BC, thanks to their mastery in stone craftsmanship. The Phrygians are believed to have used these underground cities especially to protect themselves from invaders. Derinkuyu is seen as a structure that was expanded and used over time by the civilizations in the region. This city is a masterpiece built both to protect from wars and to offer sustainable living. The Phrygian legacy: engineering and underground cities. The Phrygians may have played a significant role in the development of Derinkuyu with their stone craftsmanship and engineering skills. By taking advantage of the workability of stone, the Phrygians created sustainable living spaces in underground cities. The narrow tunnels, large stone doors, and secret passages developed for defense show that the Phrygians made Derinkuyu secure. Roman and Byzantine periods: a refuge for Christians. During the Roman and Byzantine periods, Derinkuyu became an important refuge for Christians. In the 4th century AD, Christians took refuge in underground cities like Derinkuyu to escape Roman oppression. Structures such as churches, baptismal fonts, and missionary schools indicate that it was used as a center of worship during the Byzantine period. In the 8th century, when Arab raids increased, underground cities like Derinkuyu provided a safe haven for Christians. Thanks to narrow tunnels and doors that could only be opened from the inside, they were protected against enemies. Today, Derinkuyu continues to be the silent witness of the faith struggle in the history of Christianity. For what purpose was it built? Wars and invasions: the protective purpose of Derinkuyu. The most common theory about the construction of Derinkuyu is that this underground city was built to protect from invasions and wars. Cappadocia has been the scene of power struggles among many civilizations from the Hittites to Byzantium. During these conflicts, Derinkuyu served as a safe haven for the people. Its construction underground made it difficult for enemies to find this city. Narrow tunnels and massive stone doors made defense easier. Doors that could only be opened from the inside and narrow passages formed a strong barrier against invaders. Giant stones weighing between 200 and 500 kilograms kept enemies out, ensuring the safety of the people. Christians who were exposed to Arab raids during the Byzantine period lived safely in this city. Derinkuyu was equipped not only with hiding places, but also with food storages, water wells, and animal shelters that allowed survival. Ventilation shafts provided fresh air circulation underground, and water wells were protected against enemy intervention. Derinkuyu was more than a temporary shelter. It was a defensive fortress where people could live for a long time. This city became a symbol of resistance that safely protected thousands of people during wars and invasions. Escape from natural disasters. Underground life. Cappadocia was under the influence not only of invasions but also of volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. The eruptions of Mount Erciyes and Mount Hassan forced people to seek safe shelters. Derinkuyu offered an ideal refuge to protect from volcanic ash and lava flows. Due to Cappadocia's location on active fault lines, earthquakes were frequent. The thick, tough layers underground served as a protective barrier against these tremors and provided a safer life underground. The water wells in Derinkuyu were fed by underground rivers, so water could be obtained even during drought periods. Thanks to ventilation shafts, fresh air circulated underground, making long-term living possible. A constant temperature was maintained underground, allowing life to continue without being affected by external climate conditions. Derinkuyu emerges as a shelter built not only to protect from wars, but also from the destructive forces of nature. Religious and spiritual reasons. A refuge for early Christians. Under the pressures of the Roman Empire, Christians had to hide to maintain their faith. Derinkuyu was not only a place of escape for Christians, but also a center of worship. The underground churches, baptismal fonts, and cemeteries carry traces of the religious lives of these communities. In this city, Christians were able to continue their worship in safety, and religious education was provided. Missionary schools and places of worship show that Derinkuyu was also an important center in a spiritual sense. Against the oppression of Rome, Derinkuyu became a light of hope and a place of protection for Christianity. These underground cities continue to exist as silent witnesses of the struggle given for faith. Derinkuyu has become a symbol that faith can live even in darkness. Architectural features and engineering marvel of Derinkuyu. A multi-level labyrinth, an 18-story underground world. Derinkuyu is an engineering marvel descending to a depth of 85 meters with 18 levels. This underground city has housed thousands of people, serving as both a defense and living area. Structures such as stables, storage rooms, kitchens, places of worship, water wells, and ventilation shafts have different functions on each floor. Connections provided by narrow tunnels between the floors supported both air circulation and defense. While religious structures and cemeteries were located on the lower floors, the upper floors were used for daily life. This city is a symbol of human intelligence and the will to survive. Living spaces. Derinkuyu's multi-level world. Derinkuyu is a city that allowed thousands of people to lead a sustainable life underground. While animal shelters and storage areas were located on the upper floors, people lived deeper below. Religious structures such as a missionary school and a church are found on the lower floors, and cemeteries emphasize the city's function as a refuge. Each floor was meticulously planned, offering an organized and sustainable life. Derinkuyu is a testament to the struggle for survival beyond just being a living space. Ventilation and water systems, an ancient engineering marvel. Derinkuyu's ventilation system made long-term living possible by providing fresh air to all floors through over 50 shafts. The water wells extended up to 55 meters deep, meeting both drinking water and agricultural needs. These systems provided safe and sustainable living underground. Security and defense systems. Stone doors, the defense shield of the underground city. The most powerful defense system of Derinkuyu was the giant stone doors. These doors, weighing between 200 and 500 kilograms, protected the entrances of the city, blocking attackers. The holes in the middle of the doors allowed defenders to intervene outside. Narrow tunnels slowed down enemies, giving defenders an advantage. Narrow passages, the key to strategic defense. The narrow tunnels of Derinkuyu were among the most important defensive elements that made it difficult for attackers to advance. These passages allowed only one person to proceed, leaving enemies vulnerable. This design was a strategic structure that enhanced the security of the underground city. Secret tunnels and escape routes. Mysterious connections of underground cities. Derinkuyu is connected to other surrounding underground cities by tunnels stretching for kilometers. A tunnel approximately 9 kilometers long connected it to the Cappadocia Underground City. These tunnels may have been used as safe escape routes and secret trade routes during invasions. The narrow and winding structures of the tunnels made it difficult for enemies to advance while facilitating escape for defenders. Some tunnels branched off in different directions, misleading attackers and allowing for control. These secret paths were important elements that strengthened Derinkuyu's defense. These tunnels of Derinkuyu show that it is not just an underground city but also part of a network. Even today, archaeologists continue to make new discoveries in the depths of these tunnels. Who knows, perhaps the secrets of Derinkuyu have not yet been fully revealed. Derinkuyu's religious and cultural significance. The Christian era, sanctuary and place of worship. Derinkuyu was not only an area of defense and shelter, but also a sacred refuge for Christians fleeing Roman oppression. Early Christians could safely worship here and maintain their faith. Churches were hidden through deep tunnels in places inaccessible to Roman soldiers. These areas, adorned with cross symbols and religious motifs, reflect Christian resistance and faith. The missionary school in Derinkuyu was a place where Christian missionaries received education and prepared to spread their faith. Notable for its wide ceiling with cradle vaults, this school played an important role in the spread of Christianity despite pressures. Missionaries trained here continued to disseminate their faith, even if secretly, and Derinkuyu became a center where Christianity grew. Cemeteries and rituals. Religious life in Derinkuyu. Derinkuyu was not only a refuge but also a sacred place for the dead. Underground cemeteries were seen as places where the souls of the deceased found peace. The cemeteries were located close to the churches, which allowed the community to continue their rituals. Graves varied according to social status, with simple or prominently carved tombs representing different segments of society. These graves are silent witnesses reflecting the beliefs of ancient societies regarding death and rituals. Archaeological studies and unsolved mysteries. Archaeological findings and discoveries. Artifacts found in Derinkuyu. Derinkuyu is an archaeological treasure that sheds light on the dark pages of history. Many findings such as seals, stone artifacts, and pottery have been discovered during excavations. Seals belonging to the Hittite period suggest that the city may have been used during this time and held importance as an administrative center. Pottery and storage vessels are evidence of long-term habitation in Derinkuyu. Cross symbols and inscriptions from the Byzantine period confirm that Christians worshipped here safely. The construction period of Derinkuyu and who built it still remain a mystery. The tunnels and findings indicate the existence of other secrets waiting to be discovered. Mysteries yet unsolved. Undiscovered layers and secrets hidden in Derinkuyu. It is estimated that Derinkuyu has 18 levels, but so far only 8 levels have been open to visitors. What exists in the lower layers is still unknown, and perhaps there may be artworks, religious structures, or new traces of life there. The tunnels connecting to other underground cities around the city demonstrate the strategic importance of the underground world. Some theories suggest that the lower layers may carry traces of even older civilizations. The secrets hidden in the depths of Derinkuyu await to be revealed through discoveries. Technology and construction techniques. Engineering marvel of the ancient world. The tough stone used in the construction of Derinkuyu could be shaped with digging and cutting tools due to its softness and workability. However, this was not just a simple stone processing job, but a project requiring advanced engineering. The levels were arranged according to various functions, serving different purposes such as storage rooms, churches, living areas, and cemeteries. The city's ventilation system was provided with more than 50 shafts, and the water well supplied water to the deep layers. These structures show that ancient engineers worked in harmony with nature to establish sustainable living underground. The massive stone doors used for defense could only be opened from the inside, and narrow tunnels made it difficult for enemies to advance. While enemies progressed in single file through the tunnels, defenders had the advantage. The construction of this massive structure, realized using simple stone picks and wooden levers, was the result of careful planning and collective labor. Derinkuyu is a symbol of cooperation and engineering success in the ancient world. Conspiracy theories and legends about Derinkuyu. Alien theory. Help from other worlds? The massive underground labyrinth of Derinkuyu may have been built with the help of extraterrestrial beings, according to some. According to Eric van Daniken, this structure was beyond the knowledge and technology of ancient humanity. The stone doors weighing tons and advanced ventilation systems stand out as elements supporting the alien intervention theory. However, archaeologists argue that this structure could have been built with human capabilities thanks to the soft structure of tough stone and the skills of ancient workers. Alien theories continue to increase the mystery of Derinkuyu in popular culture. Whatever the truth may be, this theory continues to maintain Derinkuyu's allure. Noah's flood and Derinkuyu, a place of escape from catastrophe? It is suggested that Derinkuyu may have been built not only to protect from enemies, but also as a means of escape from a great catastrophe. The story of Noah's flood is one of the most striking theories for this underground city. The story of Yima's underground city in Zoroastrian belief supports the idea that Derinkuyu may have been built as an apocalypse shelter. Derinkuyu's water wells, ventilation systems, and structure suitable for living underground for extended periods feed such theories. Perhaps Derinkuyu was a shelter built by people escaping the flood to survive. However, these theories remain a mystery and continue to keep their enigma in the depths of Derinkuyu. Ice Age theory. Is Derinkuyu's real construction date older? According to some researchers, the origins of Derinkuyu may extend back to the Ice Age. In the 10,000s BC, living on the surface may have become difficult, and people may have had to take refuge underground. With its constant 13-degree temperature and advanced ventilation system, Derinkuyu may have offered people a safe living space during the Ice Age. This theory suggests that Derinkuyu was built not only for defense but also to protect from the wrath of nature. Perhaps during the Ice Age, people survived by taking refuge in this underground city. However, the accuracy of this theory is still not known for certain, and the true purpose of Derinkuyu is hidden in its depths. Underground tunnels and lost cities. Mysterious connections. Could Derinkuyu not only be an underground city but also connected by a vast underground network? Research has revealed the existence of tunnels connecting Derinkuyu to other nearby underground cities such as Kemakli, Oskanak, and Matsi. Some of these tunnels are 9 kilometers long and may have been used for trade or escape during times of war. It is not exactly known in which period and by whom these tunnels were made. According to one theory, these underground tunnels may have been used not only for defense but also as trade routes. In the ancient world, trade and safe movement may have been transferred underground to create a threat-free environment. Derinkuyu's complex connections point to a large-scale underground life beyond refuge. According to some researchers, these tunnels may also hide traces of a lost civilization. Perhaps at the end of these tunnels lie more underground cities or remnants of a lost civilization. Cappadocia's underground world is still full of secrets waiting to be discovered. Lost civilizations. Derinkuyu's ancient secrets and mysterious construction theories. Derinkuyu is a massive structure descending 85 meters below the ground. While common views about the construction of the city point to the Hittites, Phrygians, and Byzantines, some researchers suggest that the structure may be much older and the work of a lost civilization. Its construction techniques and size have led to many unresolved questions in the ancient world. According to this theory, Derinkuyu may be the work of a civilization that did not make it into history books. Who was this lost civilization, and why did they build underground cities? Some researchers think that this civilization started living underground to protect themselves from catastrophes. Derinkuyu's advanced engineering systems and complex tunnels point to extraordinary knowledge. Some theories suggest that Derinkuyu was built to survive the Ice Age. At that time, the constant temperature underground allowed people to live a safer life. This means that the origins of Derinkuyu may be much older than we think. The connections between Derinkuyu, Kemakli, and other underground cities point to a vast underground network. The purpose for which this network was used is still uncertain. Is it the product of a great civilization or the work of people escaping natural disasters? Although excavations to date have left many questions unanswered, this underground city may be hiding the secrets of a lost civilization. When the secrets of Derinkuyu are solved, perhaps an unknown chapter of human history will be illuminated, and the traces of a lost civilization will be brought to light. Touristic visit to Derinkuyu and recommendations. Visiting Derinkuyu. Derinkuyu, as one of Cappadocia's fascinating underground cities, takes its visitors into the depths of history. Currently, 8 levels of this underground city are open to visitors, attracting attention with its various structures. The missionary school, church, stables, and water wells present traces of life underground. The giant stone doors used for defense purposes reveal the city's defensive architecture. Visiting hours and best times. The best periods to visit Derinkuyu are spring and autumn. During April, June, and September, November, the weather is cool and tourist density is lower. Visiting hours are from 8 to 1900 hours between April and October, and from 8 to 1700 hours between November and March. Recommendations. During your visit, it's important to wear comfortable clothing, sturdy shoes, and bring water with you. Since some sections are narrow, those with claustrophobia should be cautious. Guided tours. The best way to understand Derinkuyu is through guided tours. Guides convey the history of the structure and the traces of civilizations that lived here to visitors. Private tours are ideal for those who want to explore the lesser-known corners of the city. Conservation efforts and future discoveries. Conservation efforts. Since its discovery, the intense interest in Derinkuyu makes preserving the structure challenging. Experts conduct regular reinforcement works to maintain structural integrity, use special materials to protect the fragile structure of tough stone, and restrict access to risky areas. Controlling visitor capacity ensures both the preservation of the structure and a safe visit. Future research. Currently, only 8 levels of Derinkuyu have been discovered, and it is believed that the city extends down to a total of 18 levels. Thanks to advancing radar and geophysical scanning technologies, deeper layers can be safely explored, and new secrets may emerge. New layers and theories. It is thought that the yet-to-be-discovered layers might be trade routes, religious centers, or passageways to other underground cities. Connections with other underground cities in Cappadocia and mysterious tunnels await discovery to unveil the secrets of ancient civilizations and unknown truths about human history. The story that Derinkuyu tells us. The importance of underground cities in human history. Derinkuyu is not just an architectural marvel, but also proof of how people survived under challenging conditions. These underground cities are symbols of defense mechanisms developed against threats like wars, natural disasters, and political pressures. The story of Derinkuyu is the story of humanity's resistance in the face of difficulties. This underground world tells how far people can go to continue their lives. With future discoveries, more secrets hidden in these depths may be revealed. Mysteries that can be solved in the future and new questions. Derinkuyu still harbors unresolved mysteries. These tunnels descending underground may be hiding doors that open to older layers. As researchers strive to illuminate these mysteries, each new step brings new questions. How much deeper does Derinkuyu extend? What traces of lost civilizations do these massive structures carry? The undiscovered layers may be filled with ancient secrets. Perhaps these tunnels open to other underground cities and are part of a wider network. Is the secret of Derinkuyu just a shelter, or does it hide much deeper truths about human history? Future discoveries will continue to shed light on the mystery of this ancient city. Don't forget to share your comments, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to meet again in new discoveries. See you on the next journey of exploration.